Alright, so now that we're back here. So, from the moment my bro... Why is this to the lance? What? Oh, I didn't... Did I not do that? Oh, I still need to go do that. I didn't attach the master overdrive to the lance. Oh, okay, so anyways, here's what happened. You know, my bro joined, like I said, so I was gonna share play with him some stuff. So basically, found out some revelations here. Ted Farrow, dude, he caused the Alpha team to commit suicide. Now I don't remember how much stuff was revealed. Oh yeah, I know where I was at. Yeah, they were the door didn't close properly. It was small enough to let a signal through, and so Elizabeth Sobek went outside to close the door, and she went in the Iron Man suit, basically. Okay, so that's where we were at, right? Since then, we learned that it seems like Cylon was the one who found Hades at first and educated Hades on what the world was currently like. Used Hades to... Actually, it's better explained if I just go ahead and do these data points here. We'll just listen to these data points. I'm only missing one data point, one audio data point right now. I don't know where it is, but it's the only one I'm missing right now. But anyways, we'll listen to this, right?
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine?
Define timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sundom's reign.
Define Karja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan frame merely houses intellect. Define Karja.
Now that's more like it. They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahabas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing?
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Helis, Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
I think I've got it working. There. Now, say something. Both of you, Doves.
I don't know. What do you...
So yeah, so basically, Silence brought Hades, made Hades say, hey, if you want to get what you want, you're gonna convert to be the deity of these people. The sun god, they worship the shadow or whatever. And so... basically, that's how Silent brought them together. Hades promised Silent knowledge on stuff, and then Hades was like, nah, I'm done with you. But anyways, so basically Silence unleashed Hades into the world after I don't know how long people had stopped to try and get rid of Hades, but there were some parts while I was talking to my bro and stuff, some parts of Silence discussion that I missed. Actually, let me go actually YouTube that. Silence's actor is Lance Reddick, not Idris Elba. Anyways. So I'm about to watch this Silence secret reveal thing, because I really didn't get it all when I was talking and explaining the story and stuff. So, bruh, what's with all these ads? YouTube, stop.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shadow titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire, not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission to wake the machines so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse, the robots they've resurrected, they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse, everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged,
Really? Ads.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan buried in the jungles of the jewel.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahamas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes, I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse race an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed, I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence. Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Okay. The person chose an option that I didn't choose. But, okay. Now that I've done that, though... I mean, I still need to actually go back and, I guess I need to go back to his thing. And equip the thing to the staff. Apparently I didn't do that. Because I was trying to... I didn't even think about it, but I wasn't doing it. So I was trying to hurry up and get to a save point because there's a lot of exposition dumps while I was share playing with my brother. Like Ted Faro gathered all the alpha staff members, which were the leaders of the group, like the Tate, what's it call its name, basically all the head people who couldn't go off to Elysium because they ended up getting stuck having to make sure stuff was still running. I think that's what they were stuck there for. All the people who didn't go to Elysium, the Alpha staff, they were called into a meeting. Ted Faro called them in. And then Ted Faro, he shut down Apollo. The reason why Apollo was not working, why it was offline, was because Ted shut it down. He completely wiped it. He thought knowledge was a curse. They weren't going to give their knowledge to the people of the future. The knowledge of history, art, science, mathematics, yada, yada, yada. All that. He was like, no, we're not doing that to them. And so Ted committed suicide. But he had all the people physically in there together, and he sucked the air out of the room that all those guys were sitting in. So he killed them all so that they couldn't reverse what he had done or stop it or whatever. Like, yeah, the Ted guy, he went with the total nuclear option, just killed everybody. Now, I need to go down here to this bunker. I'm gonna go down here to this bunker because this bunker right here is where I can get that super suit that Elizabeth wore. Although it won't look like hers. I've already seen what it looks like in a YouTube video, and obviously, I mean, it makes sense. I'm not gonna walk around here looking like Iron Man. But I can finally get that power suit that I discovered so long ago. So I'm pretty sure I'm at the end of this, and the reason why I'm still doing this, even though I still gotta pack and get ready to go, because I got a flight to catch later on. The reason why I'm still doing this is because I feel like I'm at the end, and it's my bad video game habit, where when I think I'm at the end of a game, I just want to finish it, because I know I'm at the end, so I just want to finish it. And I'm pretty sure I'm at the end of this. Like, they did a huge exposition dump. They answered a whole bunch of questions. Everything's been explained. I'm only missing one, like, listening data point at this point. I've heard everything in this game except for one last one. So I'm going to go ahead and get this power suit. Head on back. Isn't there water that I dive into? Whew. Good thing there was water.
Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps. Only 2 more. Just 1 more. There we go. The last one. All powered up. Now to get the dials in position. There must be some kind of code. These numbers. They must be related to segments of a circle.
Really? Is that not it? Was that not it? Okay. I don't get it. 90, 270. Hey, there's Pharaoh. But 90, 270, 360, like... It's gotta be 90... like 90, 270, 360, and then 450. Oh, well, I guess 360, 450 would be, I right there. And then 6:30 would be literally the opposite.
Did it. Let's have a look at that armor and... Alright. Now let's see what we can do with this material.
Yeah, see, that's the suit that she wore. And unfortunately, you're not going to take the full suit, which you really should, but we know you're not. The Outcast. The Banuk Rarak. Oh, it comes in a box. I got the Shield Weaver trophy. Ancient technology salvaged by Aloy and stitched to Nora leather. Projects a damage absorbing force field. Takes time to recharge when depleted. Alright, so I finally got the Shield Weaver. Okay, so now that we've done that, it's time to go back over here. It's a good thing I've already taken out the machines there, like way beforehand, so I can just breeze through the story at this point. Oh, I should probably go talk to Cyan afterwards. I need to go talk to Cyan in the DLC and be like, hey, I know what happened to Hephaestus. I wonder if that's even a dialogue option. We're about to find out. Bruh, how did you leap from like that with just your feet? Not your feet, just your hands there. Uncovered a powerful weapon. Explored the mountain that fell and recovered a powerful weapon. Level 58 reached, huh?
Tell Vod that the eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
Alright, only got one more ability left to learn. Go to the palace. Tell the Sun King, protect the Spire. Actually, I don't think I've been to the Spire. I don't think I've gone to the Spire. Why haven't I tried to go to the Spire? I've seen it before. Why haven't I tried to go to it? So Gaia did unleash the kill codes, though. The kill codes for the robots. Oh, this... I have a bad habit for my beard. I am my beard's worst enemy!
Hello, happy Saturday. So, my follow Fridays did not happen once again. My weekends have been extremely busy, and haven't had time to really get on here during the weekends, so my Follow Friday has turned into a shout out Saturday. So I'm going to be shouting out two lovely women. They're absolutely gorgeous inside and out. So please go follow them because I promise you won't regret it. They're both amazing. So stay tuned. Okay, so for the last but not more, I promise you. This song was literally just released a day ago, and it already has 30 million views. Like, oh?
Sounds like hacking to me, or bot views.
Okay, get it? Y'all, I'm obsessed with this song. Just look at that shoulder move. Girl can get it, man. I've tried it, I can't. Oh god, harder than it looks.
Oh, the K-drop phase.
I thought Sun was sitting on his hands.
6 feet apart in the middle of the street. No, my friend was in KC. Hasn't really spoken to me in like forever though.
Did you hear the one about the boar, the grazer, and the sun priest?
Alright, well anyways.
Charcoal smoke from a dozen forges.
Off to the palace we go.
My duty is to guard. I don't get involved in
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the City Guard fortify the Western Ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, It will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
How much are we telling him?
Have you spoken to Blameless Murad?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Rest before the final battle, huh? Wow, so the actual story part of this game is pretty short then. Not a lot of story quests. Really, not a lot of story quests. But let's go review preparation of the ridge. You know what? Maybe I will do the hunting one. I don't know. I don't really care for the hunting one. And this one, once we like to hunt down Thunderjaws and stuff. Like, I don't really care to hunt those things down to collect a trophy for a prize for stuff at this point. I really don't. There's even a trophy for knocking these things down. Damaged file repaired.
Petra! Here she is, the guest of honor.
Petra?
I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murat asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Ostrom, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring forges. So I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did. It's nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow.
Have you just polished that armor, Uzit?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
What?
Nothing.
Out with it, woman.
Forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny. Very shiny.
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry. I'll leave that to the other Nor at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
The Sun King's grown too soft. Too much Oseram influence at the palace. What's he thinking letting Durbar live?
Yeah, I don't think I actually went to the spire ever. Although I do imagine if I do the hunting quest that
Stop Serval without breaking a sweat. I had no idea the Nora were... so fierce.
Aratak.
Aratak? I didn't expect you to come all this way.
It's true, I am a stranger in this green and snowless land. Aurea forgave the Karja, but I never did. Still, I was compelled to come for my once chieftain. It's good to see you leading again. This young ice hunter seeks to prove herself also. Her spark reminds me of Aurea's in our youth. And I'm proud to take my place behind you on this hunt. A great challenge.
Survive and prevail, right?
There is no other way. Cyan said she could not predict the outcome. If she had, I would have chosen not to hear it. Did we not fight back machine demons before? You, my sister, and I. The battle looms, but every day brings a fresh battle. Cyan said she could not predict the outcome. If she had...
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I would have chosen
I remember you
not
also,
to hear
Nora.
it.
The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army? Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait. From their metal bones, I'll make my armor and my song. My spear is sharp. My will is like the oldest ice. If I live or die, they'll call my name down glacier cracks. From their metal bones, I'll make my armor and my song.
Bruh, everyone's here. Except for the Hunter's Lodge folks, because I didn't do the Hunter's Lodge stuff, because I ain't trying to do all that. I ain't trying to do the Hunter's Lodge stuff. How many people are here to talk to? My goodness. Oh, I have been here. I just didn't go, obviously, up there.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. It used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys dressed like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
Let's not get cocky, boys.
Are you not gonna let me talk to him? Really? Game? That's how you're gonna... Oh my goodness. This game sometimes.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling
Wow.
Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed did it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Yeah, he's into her. Y'all are into each other.
Friend, the Vanguard keeps looking over. Up here, I'm not sure if the world is getting bigger.
And yeah, because the Vanguard dude likes her too.
I apologize for the war chief. She is hating this. Your friend, the Vanguard, keeps looking over.
Yeah, he's like your friend, Vanguard.
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Only if we win.
What kind of machines have they got?
Big, ugly ones. From the ancients. Ugly and ancient? Like your mother?
Worse, like your wife.
That's enough. This is what I have to deal with.
We gonna fight soon? I'm getting hungry.
You're always hungry.
Feast's on me. After we win.
Beer too?
Beer too. Well, you just can't leave me alone, can you?
I think she likes you.
You gonna kiss her, Captain?
Shut up. Now. We'll just pretend that never happened.
What kind of machines have they got?
Big, ugly ones.
From the ancients. Ugly and ancient? Like your mother?
Worse, like your wife.
That's enough.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Carja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word. The Carja do not impress me. To build so tall is to invite the fate of the ancients. We will stand tall, for we are the strength of the Nora. Your fight is ours. You know it to be so. The Carja do not impress me. To build so tall is to invite the fate of the ancients.
All right. The looming shadow. I need one more stalker and one more songtooth. Is hunting for the logic crest worth it? Okay, let's see. So this is, who am I? Let's see. Tanola. Horizon Zero Dawn. Does Talana help you in the end? That's what I'm searching right now. I just searched the Hunter's Lodge quest stuff, the hunting for the lodge, and all the quests that come after it, because I really don't feel like doing that type. And minutes from throughout the game turn up for the final battle, including Talana, but in the celebration scenes there's no Talana, just Varl and Aaron wrong it out. Talana. Unlike Romer, she's an optional ally at the final battle, and since the cutscene is pre-rendered, it doesn't include her. Alright, so yeah, the Hunter's Lodge person that you have out there, Talana, she does show up if you've done her quest. I ain't doing her quest. Oh, I wanted to see if I need to talk to Zern. Zero Dawn. Does Cyan get new dialogue at the end of the game? Nothing new during or after the mountain that fell. Yeah, when I got to Zero, I'm walking in the nature and guys over 18s and Aloy and Silence had dialogue referencing the Frozen Wilds. So go back and visit Sign a couple times and give it new info and ask any questions based on your progression in the story. Curious about is that if you go to play as early as possible before meeting Silence, will he suddenly choose himself try to dissuade you like he does? Okay, so yeah, let's go visit Cyan. Let's go visit her before we end things forever. Not the drone hangar. Cyan, you are, yeah, Duro's retreat. Yeah, you're over here. I'm gonna go talk to Cyan. Apparently these metal flowers, they have poems. I also saw that on Reddit. I didn't realize that. Mm-hmm. I need to put the dishes in the dishwasher before I go to bed, and then when I get up I need to put them up before I leave. That way they're not sitting in the dishwasher for like 4 days. Because at that point I'd probably have to just rewash them. $115.66, huh? I already read that one. Oh, hold up though. Hold up. Oh. Okay. Let's go talk to Cyan before we do this final battle here. Yo, Sai. Let's have it. Hold up. Over here. Yo, Sai. Let's have a chat, girl. Let's have a chat.
I'm back, Cyan. How are things going with the Banuk?
As you directed, I have explained my origins to them. They are impressed by my ability to survive longer than their ancestors.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Farrow?
Are you referring to Theodore Farrow, CEO of Farrow Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Farrow was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
The benefactor? But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Farrow spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist?
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field. One of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge, and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
What did you figure out about Hephaestus, based on what I said?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, firepaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there, in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan. I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
Thanks for the talk, Cyan.
I continue to enjoy our conversations, Aloy.
Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. As minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first. But that's a foe for the future. At present, you need to return to your current one, the Eclipse. Farewell, Aloy.
Nice new dialogue.
Hello, Aloy.
Hello, Cyan. Alright, Cyan.
I will quite literally always be available, Aloy.
Yes, quite literally. Alright. Well, that was good. That was nice. Oh, I can't quick travel from here, huh? Okay. Alright. Time to end this. Horizon Zero Dawn, you have been a great game. Like, I really want to know what happened to the rest of those AIs, and I really want Gaia to come back and like take over everything and like educate people. I want Apollo to be, you know, back somehow. And I also want Apollo back, and I want wow, sleep deprived, can't even finish this train of thought. I want Apollo back. Oh yeah, so that people can learn like the real stuff. Oh yeah, and I want to know the source of the virus. What signal was sent out? It had to be from a Deathbringer. Like the Deathbringers had to be, well, we call them Deathbringers. The Pharaohbots, a surviving Pharaohbot had to be sending out the signal that was the virus. Like that had to be a Pharaohbot that did that. Had to be. The only other thing it could have been was the only other thing it could have been was like if the Apollo from the Alpha Apollo from Odyssey, they said that was lost, or everything was lost. I mean, they got no transmission. They didn't say it was like destroyed, obliterated. Well, they did say it was an antimatter explosion, so there's that. But if anything survived from that, which Apollo might have, Apollo would definitely be sending signals out. However, if it was damaged and unable to repair itself due to the limited resources of the Odyssey, whatever was available to it, then it could be sending out damaged code, aka virus. Who knows? But this game definitely deserves the awards that it got, that's for sure. I'm gonna finish this up with this final battle and let that be that. All right, let's do this final battle. It's a shame that you don't really get access to this high-tech armor until, like, you know,
buy what you need, leave the rest.
until when it's like really late in the game. Like, come on.
Owen's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Yeah, I mean, there's the Hunter's Lodge, and we could get Talana as a person to help us out in the quest, but I don't feel like doing the Hunter Lodge quest. Like, for some reason, like, I really just wasn't interested in all that. Which is mostly because of the challenges. I'm wanting to enjoy the story. Most of the story and the lore. But we didn't kill Olin, so and I didn't do a manual save. But here we go. Oh, this is a pre-rendered scene because she is not in any type of armor. She is in her outcast clothing. And without her focus. You sleep with your focus off?
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you?
You should know. You are her.
How did you lost? After you lost your family?
This dialogue wouldn't appear if we didn't ask about...
Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not wood smoke.
And what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Bruh.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says! Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back?
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
Let's go.
You have vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Why do you fight?
Alright, so now that that's broken, basically the weapon to use is like what? The fire one? Not weapon. It's the fire one, right? Yeah, the Karjan Blazer Master.
This was not meant to be.
None of this was meant to be, Helis. You made it happen. Followed your orders, butchered so many, and for what? To die on your knees, used like a pawn by a power you don't even understand.
You pity me?
Turn your face to the sun.
Yeah, you get the neck stab, boy. The neck stab. For Rost. We do that for Rost. I don't even know why I'm looting you right now. Like, why am I even bothering looting you right now? Oh, really? This is here? Well, that's cool. Could have used this in the fight, huh? Interesting. Actually, hold up. Can I use this thing again now? Yeah, I can. Cool.
Where do you need me?
Take up a cannon on the platform.
Prepare for what?
Keep that for later.
Raise arms again! West!
Alright, well now that the shield's gone, oh wow. There's Hades. Girl, this is your chance to get up and step it.
Aloy! Aloy!
Deb?
By all mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Deb. I've gotta go.
Oh, I should have worn my chieftain one instead of using my reserves. Oh, man. I didn't think that one completely through. I just wasted my reserves of berries. Kinda need that. Wow, okay.
This is where I belong, Aloy. But the spire calls for you.
Aloy, go! We'll tell them. Now you face their true son, shadow demons.
Almost missed this. But where you must go now, I can't follow.
Take the fight to the spire, Aloy. Meridian will hold, or my marks of honor mean nothing.
Thanks, Neil. I'm glad I spared you and didn't kill you like you originally asked me to.
You're done soon enough.
Leaving quest area. I was trying to gather herbs. Since I was dumb and wasted mine instead of putting on my Banuk chieftain stuff, which would have healed me up. Nah, we'll go. What are you wearing now?
Hades is transmitting.
Pharaoh bots. Consuming biomass for fuel.
Hades has started the signal. It must have gotten through the defenses. Nora. Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there. Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. Knew this wouldn't be easy.
Wow, you never did a jump like that.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
My fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right?
Right.
The metal devil must fall.
I should stock up. Last chance.
Alright. This is it. Let's go, Leroy Jenkins. Gotta get there and stab it with this spear.
Of entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of entity has been accounted for.
That's bring her right there!
What? No. Blast is what we're supposed to be doing.
Strike again. Be mindful. Take them out first.
That one was the last!
We're running out of time.
Okay, so those did nothing.
Look out, it's brought in reinforcements.
Don't let them overrun us!
Prioritize entity.
Come on then. I'm getting knocked around here.
We'll get it off you.
Will you really? Oh, come on!
Nice shooting!
Always got your back.
Okay. Can y'all take this guy out, please?
Time enough to beat the machines back.
It's down! Time to do what you came for, Aloy.
Oh wow, all these mods, huh?
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Do you die doing this?
Master override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
That's definitely pre-rendered. pre-rendered and it looks really good. Like they went to the high end, it looks pretty good. She's still in her outcast clothes or Nora clothes that the Ted gave her. Not in whatever armor you put her in, but that's pretty good. I didn't like it. I like it. Dialogue 3.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for
where
nothing
Elizabeth
if you don't make
Sobek
the
is.
world better. You have to use your smarts
That's
to count
Elizabeth
for something.
Sobek.
To serve life, not death.
That's Elizabeth
You often
Sobek.
tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Hey, it's a ring where the metal flowers are supposed to be. Where is that spot at? I wonder if we can find that spot. I really don't want it to be over though. It definitely needs to be over because I got stuff to do and I've spent way too much time doing all this, but I also kind of don't want it to be over. I wonder if I can find that spot though. Like in the world, can I find that spot? Wait, so I thought our goal was to reboot Gaia without the, reboot Gaia so that she could be loaded up without the virus. But then again, those systems all broke free. But man, that was a journey. Let me Google this. Elizabeth. Okay, so that place where Aloy went to visit Sobek is not on the map. It's not in the game. Sobek was born and raised outside of Carson City, Nevada, but the farthest west the map goes is western Utah. So Sobek Ranch is a few hundred miles into the Forbidden West. In terms of scale of the map in-game, though, that would put it something like half the width of the map off screen to the left. Oh, yeah, I mean, the thing is set in, what, Yellowstone National Park? Or at least it was set in there, but... yeah, it doesn't really, obviously it can't be really to scale. Oh, so those metal flowers. Well, I mean, Cyan thinks that it's from the. Well, Cyan says those poems come from the programming of literature that was put into whatever sublane. This person on Reddit saying it could be Gaia that put those codes into the flowers. Oh, no, this person is writing, knowing about Cyan. So this is after DLC. So yeah, this person thinks that Gaia is the one who put those poems into the flowers, and those metal flowers are monuments of Sobek. Because Sobek was also in that triangle formation of flowers. Now, so this is the full credits. Am I going to skip this? Yes, but after I finish reading this Reddit post. Oh, wow. Someone created a Google map that loosely pinpoints landmarks, and settlements to their real-world locations. So the edges of Wyoming and Colorado, Utah. Yeah, Yellowstone National Park. Yeah, that's there. That's part of it. The National Forest. Ogden, Salt Lake City, Utah. Yeah, I mean, this picture that I'm looking at does, like, loosely look like the map from Horizon Zero Dawn. It does look like that a bit. Alright, well anyways, let's skip this. Oh, another scene. No, don't do it. Don't. Hades, where you going? There's silence.
Hello, old friend.
Oh, Hades fled to Silence.
We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you.
Yeah.
Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Okay, so now let's look up Horizon Zero Dawn Silence Evil. Or Silence Ending, yeah. Oh, that's the secret ending. Or is it a secret ending? Ended the war machine threats. Cool. Alright. Congratulations on defeating Hades and protecting Gaia's dream of an Earth reborn. The state of the world has been restored to just before the looming shadow, prior to the final battle from Meridian. You keep all loot and experience from your successful playthrough. Additionally, New Game Plus has been unlocked, granting the option to play the game again from the beginning with all the loot and skills you have accumulated throughout this playthrough. Not doing that. New Game Plus, the loadout of your current inventory and skills has been created. To play this mode, simply choose the New Game Plus option in the main menu. You can also create new loadouts via the pause menu in the game. That's great. I'm not doing that though. Alright. So now that we've done like literally everything, besides the Hunter's Quest that I don't want to do, and we don't have that one last ability yet, which only need one more level to do, but I've done my thing. I have done my thing. It is time for me to end this and call it a day. It's been a journey. It has been quite a journey. And I hope they make a sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, I really hope they make a second one. But anywho, it is what it is. So, alas, Horizon Zero Dawn. It's been great. It's been good. You've been a terrific, wonderful game. But this is the end. This is the end. So long, farewell, and goodbye.